Okay, guys. So now I moved on topic of next topic of workflow of LangGraph. So that is routing. What is routing in LangGraph? That in simple word I can say routing. That it will. Or what is the routing? Routing means it will automatically taking route. Okay, and decide what to do next. Okay, so routing in LangGraph means workflow can decide what to do next based on the condition or outputs, just like taking different path in flowchart. Here you can see, like if we have a router like this. Okay, so first of all we need to start it, and we have different nodes like this: story and joke and poem. Okay, like if you say like generate the joke, then it will take the router path this one for joke. Like if you say for another example, like if you ask the about the poem, then it will take the route of poem. Like and if you want to listen story and want to generate a story, then it will take the this route and end. Okay, if you ask the joke, then it will take a joke route and end. If you ask the for poem, then it will take this route for poem and it will end. And if you want to ask a related query to the story, then it will take this route and end. Okay, so it will automatically decide what to do next based on the condition. Okay, so normally a graph run from one node to the next node in order. Okay, so okay, but the routing, the graph can choose which node to go next. Okay, so it will automatically choose by graph that node to go to the next, which node go to the next. Okay, so depending on the what the model decide, depending on what the model decide. Okay, so why routing is useful? Allow to build a smart and flexible workflow. if you just tell me if you just say tell me a joke, go to the joke node. If you just say write a poem, go to the poem node. If you just say write a story, go to the story node. Okay, so now here how routing work: decide the next step: story, joke, poem. Okay, any of one, and apply the condition, check decision and route to the correct node, and execution, run only the selected node, and end the workflow, stop after the node finished. Okay, so here I'm going to write here. Okay, I'm sorry, I need to select kernel. Actually, I am moving on. I moved on Jupyter Notebook because my Visual Studio didn't work as of now. So I am doing coding on. Currently, I am doing coding on Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Mm, Here I need to select this. So this is for import. Like we are going to import .env that we can access the API, Grok API, and this is the model. So I need to change model name. Okay, so I don't want to use this model. So here I already have this code. So I took model name from here. I need to copy this and paste it here, here. Okay, okay. And if you want to use chat OpenAI API, so then you need to access model from GPT, like GPT-4, uh, GPT mini. Okay, so here this is for accessing the model. So result, I'm asking the result equals to llm.invoke hello and result. Okay, this is the AI message generated by AI. Okay, okay, you can see here how can I help you today. These are the additional argument, response metadata, tokens. Okay, queue time, prompt time. Okay, so this has everything here. Now I am going to write, actually I already have code. Now I need to import something, and I need to write code for routers. So here you can see from typing extension import literal. Okay, Literal are used for typecasting, okay, and pydantic also used for typecasting. So here from pydantic import base model and fields, and from LangChain core message import human messages, system message, and from typing extension import type date, okay. It will also provide a dictionary in key value format with a type like integer or anything. So I'm going to create a schema for a structure output use as a router logic, okay. So route equals to, so here class equals to router inside this base model, and here step literal, okay. So here this is the poem, story, and joke, okay. So we have three things: poem, joke, and a story, okay. So we have three route, and field equals to and field description equals to the next step in the routing process, okay. So router equals to llm dot with structure output route. So augment the llm with the schema for structure output, okay. Okay, so this is for literal means like if you have a poem, story, and joke at the runtime, if you want to change it, then it will not change, okay. This will throw a error. So that's why we are going to use literal. Now I'm going to run this, and after this I need to create states. Okay, so here this is a class for the state, okay. State are used to store data as it flow through the graph, okay. So if we use if we throw the data in the graph like this is for user input, okay. This is for decision, okay. And this is output for like it will generate a uh, actual text by llm, okay. And after this I need to create nodes. We have different nodes. Now I'm going to copy it. Okay, here you can see this is these are the nodes 1 llm call first, okay. This is for generate the story, okay. That it will generate the story because we have three nodes: poem, story, and joke, okay. So I'm going to generate a story, okay. So here this is the function llm call 1, okay. And here this is the description, okay. Write a story, and result equals to llm dot invoke input, okay, and return output, okay. So this is for story and this is for joke. This node is used for um, joke, like if you want to if you want to ask ai for joke, then it will call this route, okay, this node, okay. And here you can see this is the description, and print llm call to is called, okay. And this is the result llm dot invoke state input and output result dot content, okay. And this is for node 3. Node 3 means poem, okay. So this is if you ask the poem, then uh, model model will get this node, okay. So result equals to llm dot invoke state this is for input and this is for output. Here we got output, okay, in result. And here you can see we are going to route the input to the appropriate node. So llm define the routers for these nodes, uh, node 1, node 2, and node 3, okay. So here decision equals to router dot invoke. Here I'm going to pass system message equals to content. System message, inside the system message I passed content equals to route the input to the story, joke, or poem based on the user request, okay. That user will get answer from these things, okay. And this is the human content state input, like if human give the query like from create a joke and create a poem and create a story, then it will route a correct path automatically and then give you a decision, okay. here decision equals to decision dot steps. Okay, now I need to run this, and after this I need to create graph. Okay, I need to create what? Conditional ages. Okay, so here I need to pass it and copy it here. These are the conditional ages. Okay, so define route decision, this one, route decision. Okay, and state equals to state, here I'm going to pass state. Okay, so return, this is the our new function for based on the conditional ages function to route the appropriate route to the appropriate node. Okay, so return the node name you want to visit next. Okay, so if state decision equals to story, like if you want to ask a story, then it will return answer from llm call 1. Okay, from this one. Okay, else if you ask the joke, then it will generate the answer and return the answer from llm call 2. Okay, if uh, like if your question related to the poem, then it will return llm call 3 from this one. Okay, now here this is the decision. Okay, return decision. So decision dot steps, here this one, decision equals to router dot invoke. So I take this variable here, decision decision decision. Okay, and this is the node function name. Okay, and this is for story, joke and poem, these things, story, joke, poems. Okay, and after this I need to display our graph. So here you can see so I'm going to copy and paste it here. Okay, okay, so here I'm going to import langgraph.graph. Okay, import a state graph start and end, and from ipython.display import image and display. Okay, so here router builder equals to state graph, that we can initialize our graph. And here I'm going to add nodes, router node dot add node. So this is for llm call 1, llm call 2, llm call 3. Okay, these are the node llm 1, llm call 2, llm call 1, llm call 2, llm call 3, and llm call router. Okay, these are the uh, nodes. Okay, I'm going to run this, and after that add edges to connected node. Okay, so here I'm going to add these things. Router router underscore builder dot edges start. Okay, so here start from llm call router. Okay, so we are going to start llm call router. This one, llm call router. Okay, and here this is the conditional edges, like llm, inside this I need to pass llm call router and route decision. Okay, so it will take automatically it will automatically decide in which path I need to go, or I need to execute it. Okay, so here route decision, inside the route decision you can see here llm call 1 equals to, these are the name written by the route decision. Okay, this is the name written by the route decisions, and name of the next node to visit. Okay, llm call 1, llm call 2, llm call 2, llm call 3, llm call 3. Okay, and here close the bracket and key separate by comma, and here you can see Here this is for edges. Okay, router dot edges llm call 1. I'm going to end these things. Okay, and with llm call 1, llm call 2, and llm call 3. These are the uh, uh, nodes that will be going to be end. Okay, and this is for start with llm router, llm call router, llm underscore call underscore router. Okay, I think you got it. Now I need to compile workflow. So router workflow equals to route builder dot compile, and here we are going to show image of the graph in Mermaid PNG that we can see flow of it. Okay, so here you can here this is for start LLM call, that it will automatically decide which node should we call, LLM call 1, LLM call 2, LLM call 3. Okay, if it call LLM call 3, then call it and it will be end. Okay, like if you ask the question from LLM call 3, what we have in LLM call 3. Okay, poem, if you ask related to the poem anything, then it will call and end. Okay, so here after this I'm going to ask state equals to route workflow dot invoke input, or write me a joke about agentic AI system, and output, this will generate output from LLM call 2. Okay, this is the answer because it was struggling to find purpose. Okay, I hope guys you will like my video.